Hello, this is Professor BRB, and in the last video in this series, we cover a subject that is truly close to my heart, which is Opentype. And Opentype is a wonderful, now really the preferred professional format for type that has so many extra features that if you know how to access them can really make your design work look wonderful. So what we can get through Opentype is these Swash capitals that you see here, these ornaments, small capitals, and old style figures. So let's find out how to access them. A good introduction to Opentype is to go under your Type menu and choose your Glyphs palette. And this will show you all of the characters that are available in any given typeface, whatever typeface is displayed down here. Now you notice this is Gill Sans, and it's an old Type 1 version of Gill Sans. It has not been upgraded to Opentype, and you can see that we have several hundred characters here, 200 some. And let's take a look at Adobe Caslon Pro, which is what we're going to be using for this tutorial. And most of you probably have Adobe Caslon Pro because it was given away with many versions of Creative Suite. And if you take a look at this slider on the side and we slide down, you can see that instead of hundreds of characters, we have thousands of characters. In fact, there are so many that Adobe has given us a little sorter here where we can just look at our small capitals, our figures, our discretionary ligatures, and of course, always a favorite, our ornaments. And you can see Caslon has a particularly beautiful set. Although we're not going to use any of those in this tutorial, they're certainly there for us. So let's take a look at how we access these. Going back to our document here, if I select this line and I can go up in the corner of my window here, choose Opentype, very easy to turn on Swash. And bingo, all my Swash capitals are there. Very easy. To make my small caps, I just select the type here. And I choose Opentype, all small capitals. Likewise, quite simple. I'm just going to put this away for a moment here. I'm going to be a little bit lazy here. Instead of making a style, which is really the best way to do it, I'm just going to take my eyedropper tool here and fill it up and drag there and drag there, applying the Opentype small capitals. And then lastly, I'm going to select my figures there, go back to my Opentype menu, and choose Proportional Old Style. Now you may next be wondering where I found those wonderful swashes, and those are not in Caslon. They are in another Opentype Pro font. So I go back to my Glyphs panel. I'm going to choose Bicom Script Pro, and it's always a hint when a typeface name has Pro at the end of it that it's an Opentype Pro font and that it's going to have some or possibly all of these extra features. And notice I have actually pre-sorted those, but if we look at Swash, we look at Ornament, we have a lot of great options. So my cursor is right here in my type frame, and in order to access any one of these swatches, all I need to do is double click on it, and it will just appear there. And I can try different ones, see which one I like. I'm going to go down here. Oops, went back to Caslon Pro because I clicked somewhere else, but that's okay. Let me just go find my Bicom Script Pro again. I think I want to use this one on the bottom. Notice these came in white. I had already colored that part of the text white. or paper. I'm going to do the same for this, make that in paper. And they look a little lightweight to me, and I think that BiCMScript Pro has a bold. So let me just change that to bold. Increase the weight just a little bit, from semi-bold to bold. I can use both of these or just choose one. And that is a short version of how to use Opentype. Just as a little refresher, we'll go to our second page here. And notice we have a lot of numbers. So if I select all of that, and I go back to my Opentype menu here, and I just choose Proportional Old Style, all of my figures, which is the graphic design name for numbers, will be converted to Old Style, which I think looks a lot better in this case. One last thing I might point out is that swash capitals are only available in italic. So if I select this and I go to my Opentype menu here, because that's not in italic, notice the swash is in brackets, and that means it's not available. But if I want my swash capitals, it's easy enough. I just convert to italic or semi-bold italic. And as soon as I do that, my swash becomes available. So have fun. If you've never looked at the Glyphs palette before, it's for graphic designers and people who love typography. It's like Christmas every day of the year. I hope you spend some time exploring and having fun with it. Thank you for your attention.